If you play 2K, your best playmaker does not want to see this guy. He's the only player to successfully immortalize Steph Curry. Let's start off with a time when Matisse wanted all the smoke with the Kia hopper himself, Blake Griffin.
Balake. Where is Balake at?
The harassment began with Matisse intercepting a pass to Blake, which led to a fast break dunk. It's almost as if Matisse wanted Blake to know that he's nothing without Chris Paul. It even caused Blake to crack a smile at some point, knowing the kid was on a mission.
By Hyundai. Well, he scored only 2 points, but he scored a heck of a lot more defensively. Take a look at this kid. How do you know? Watch this right here. With both hands.
Now, this is clear evidence that Steph Curry doesn't just live amongst us, but he is in fact one of us. Matisse brought Steph Curry down to earth throughout the whole game. I'd like to think that this is how Kobe would have defended Steph too if he'd had younger legs during that era.
Curry blocked by Thibault, and he gets the rebound as well. Oh, right on cue, blocks the three-point attempt.
Matisse did his homework because he definitely watched this video.
I just remember him saying some shit every once in a while, and I was like, damn, he think different. One time we came in, we was playing Golden State, and this was when Steph was starting to catch fire. And he came in and he said, I f***ing found it. He just kept saying, I f***ing found it. He don't like people standing on the side of him. He can shoot with you in front of him, he can shoot with you behind him, but on his side, he don't like that.
Warden Thibault had the chef in jail throughout the whole game.
And now right back into Curry. Shot clock at 10. Curry drives past him and is tripped up. And that's going to, Thibault upset.
The dogs in Matisse have been alive since his college days. It's not something that started because he couldn't find his offense against NBA competition like the likes of Patrick Beverley, Trevor Ariza and company. He was drafted for this very specific reason.
Warming defense led by the likely defensive player of the year.
Where do you effort by Thibault?
Defense does win championships. I mean, look at this clutch steal from Matisse to seal the game against the Cavs. We're often led to believe the only way to win games is by a bucket and a bucket only. But how many games that could have been won by a regular old two-pointer do you see guys trying to shoot from three? I mean, the burger has enough carbs. You don't need those French fries, too. Just seal the game like Tobias did here.
11.2 to go. Cavs got to get it in.
The pressure.
And Matisse with the steal.
Matisse is probably the PJ Tucker of the 76ers, so them going head-to-head is definitely noteworthy. PJ and Matisse had multiple clashes throughout this matchup that just looked like the job description until Matisse had enough. PJ might have said something while trying to get Matisse off of him because we rarely see Thibault out of character. You also, however, cannot allow your opponent to get the better of you in the playoffs.
And a foul or a technical is issued as Thibault and Tucker get into it. Now Niang is there as well.
A player who Doc Rivers described as sunshine tried to bring it in between them, but they had already breached Cloud 9. Niang, who is supposed to be the peacemaker, also gets dragged in somehow, and that just lets you know the playoffs, it's a whole different ballgame. The R&D department really needs to get on this because this is the umpteenth time this has happened. Are we waiting for legends to be affected before we react? I mean, it happened to Jaylen Brown not too long ago, too. And I think there's got to be a term for this event by now with how commonly it happens. Comment down below if you know what it's called.
Matisse, the steal. Thibault. Oh, goodness.
Gets the deflection. Off and running. Trying to get past and then see the speed. Look where his body takes him. Matisse's speed. I don't think Schroeder made him go by faster, but man.
Now, besides his defense, Matisse is also a great attacker to the rim. He's got the athleticism to take off from far and yam it in. This is one of the reasons he's very good on fast breaks. Watch how he and James Harden work here.
Dress announcer here at the Wells Fargo Center. 2 minutes to play. Matisse, fly ball!
Mar DeRozan was doing valiant effort. Not much anyone can do there. And then Harden, Thibault. I like that.
You don't often see pick and rolls with guards and wings, but hey, if it's someone like Matisse, your finishing is assured. I personally would love to see these options explored more often. LeBron doesn't have to be a center or power forward for him to be the picker in a pick and roll. I mean, we've seen Kobe do this once before.
Lin will direct traffic.
Clippers going crazy, wanted to travel right there on Boozer.
Shot clock at 6. Kobe pointing, now setting the screen. Shot clock at 2. Lin has to heave and buries it.
God bless Jeremy Lin. More heat from Matisse. We see him on his signature steal fast break here, and Josh Richardson tries to stop him from finishing. This is how Matisse eats, so it's very personal for him. He could have also gotten severely injured if he went off the ground slightly earlier. Sometimes, guys, you just gotta take the L. You end up making it worse. There might be a flagrant foul, and then you mess up the feng shui of your whole team. Remember what happened after Jokic hard-fouled Cam Payne in the playoffs? It's crazy how Josh, despite being in the wrong, is still yapping like he's the victim.
No question about it. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming.
The steal artist, Matisse Thybulle.
It's a good foul, and then right there, why are you still holding on to me? Get off me. Richardson not liking the reaction.
And a little extracurricular activity after the miss.
Now, this is the most shocking of all the shocking moments put together in one clip. We have the Ben Simmons hitting a 3 from the corner. Yeah, you heard that right. Catch and shoot type 3. He harnessed the powers of JJ Redick and rattled it in. And then you see Embiid having a proud dad moment from the bench. I bet he thought it was all coming together at that point. Embiid could not have imagined the events that followed this 3 if you gave him the supermax right at that moment. Then the true highlight of the moment, Matisse dives into the lane to slam it on a premier shot blocker, Jaren Jackson Jr. This dunk might have been the final domino.
On the floor.
For a second there, Al had Ja Morant. No one saw him, unable to get it.
Take that. Let me interrupt you because Ben Simmons, in rhythm, hit him.
Look at it again. Here it is. Tobias finds him.
From the Golden State Warriors. There goes Matisse Thybulle with a major move and slam. Well done.
In more dunks from Thybulle, he executes his signature steal dunk move here and adds extra spice on the finishing this time. I think Philly's got a candidate for the dunk contest.
Opportunities. Oh, that is a terrible pass. Thybulle finishes. Two-handed windmill.
We all know how much NBA players put on for their national teams. Well, maybe besides American ones, but I digress. Here we have Matisse doing the same on Team Australia. Word on the street is Matisse can play for France as well, so just imagine that squad with Embiid on it now. Anyway, Matisse was all over everything in this game. Absolute triple-double candidate. He was assisting, scoring, and most importantly, defending on a high level. Most international teams have a difficult time shutting down Team USA's offense, but Matisse, he had Team USA overthinking everything.
Durant blocked by Thybulle. Inside, wide open is
Thybulle was in all-star mode this whole game. Not as many points, but his impact was heavily felt with assists, fast breaks, putbacks, and a touch of fries on the side. He really had a good showing in this game, and in my opinion, two-way players are the most important factor to winning playoff games.
Good look.
Harris down to Matisse. Good work by the Sixers.
This is as human as it gets for Matisse. He immediately detected a foreigner as soon as his lips touched that bottle.
Yeah!
Had him questioning his knowledge of self. He immediately told the staff this number 14 belongs to Danny Green. Drinking something that feels off has got to be top 3 worst feelings in the world.